Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How y'all doing today? Hope everybody said fine, dandy. Not doing too awful bad here in old Kentucky. It is beautiful out, guys. As you can see, the wind's blowing. It's about 71 degrees outside right now. We got the door open here in the shed, getting some fresh air. So, couldn't ask for a better day. And today, guys, thought we'd working on another radio, and it's kind of rough. So I think we're going to do more of a resurrection on this one because I don't see myself restoring it or refurbishing it. So that's what we want to get into. I don't know the name of it yet, so let me turn you guys around, show you what I'm looking at. There we go. Before we even get started, too, I gotta warn you guys, I'm having a very bad hair day. So, just warning you. Like I said, guys, I have no idea what this is yet. There's no markings on the front. Just, it's an old, I believe it's in the 30s. Just cause what the tubes look like. But there's no, markings that I can see it tells the brand of it. And one of the major reasons why I'm not even considering going to restore it, I'm missing three knobs, three of these. I've been getting a lot of these push button radios here lately. Well, not a lot of them, but a couple. So it does have some cabinet problems. It's needs glued back over here. So, and also I noticed, I think it's got different knobs on it. So what I want to do first, guys, I want to clean it off. I want to use some Murphy oil soap and kind of clean it. I don't really want to take any of the patina off of it too much because I kind of like the old look on this one. So, you know, I just want to get the dust off of it. And it's worse on the top here. So if we can get it looking cleaner, that'd be great. And I bet that wood's loving that moisture. Kind of work it in. Probably have to go over. Ugh, look at that. Pretty nasty. Go one more time. Probably going to take about 5 more times to get it clean. There, she's starting to look better already. So we'll go ahead and do the front plate. It's also missing a wood piece here on the grill. I'm hoping cleaning it off, we might find the brand of it. I love the smell of Murphy oil soap. Now, there's two screws missing holding the chassis in, so I don't know if someone has been in it, which I'm sure they have, because the chassis is very loose inside of it. Just trying to get it cleaned up a little bit. One good thing, it does have a glass dial. No, it ain't. I thought that was glass. It's plastic. I was getting ready to say it's not. At least it's not broken. Get it clean. See how it's cracked right here, and it's coming apart down here on the bottom. So I will put some wood glue on it to get it back stable. I will go do that for it. There's that side. It's already looking a little bit better, ain't it, guys? Get this side here. It's a transformer set. It does have a transformer. So it's a pretty heavy radio. I love how it turns here. It's got a flat side over here, and then it bevels around. It goes round on the side. We'll hit that top one more time because it's just so bad. We'll hit right here too. It looks like there's something sticky. Alright. If it don't look any better, it sure feels better to the touch. And that's what I was wanting. Alright. Alright guys, let's kind of peek here and see. Yeah, I still don't see any name. It may just be an off-brand. Maybe the chassis will help us out. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything. Usually they have it in right here. Okay, it's right here it is. It's a Stewart-Warren. Stewart-Warren is what it is. It's on the dial plate. So I've never heard of Stewart-Warren. So let me pause the video, guys, for a minute. Let me go get my little my other phone, and let me look up and see what this Stewart-Warren is all about, and then we'll take a look in the back. Alrighty, guys. I looked this up a little bit and done a little history search on it, on the Stewart-Warren. Pretty interesting history. Back in the 1890s, Stewart and Clark, they kind of merged together and made a company in Chicago, and they was making speed odometers and horns and stuff. And then in the early 1900s, Stewart got killed in a Packard testing one of the speed odometers, and then Clark, he took control of his estate, and then he carried on still making speedometers and horns, and then he started making radios in that time period, and then about 1910 radios started taking off, and they built onto their factory like 10 million square feet just to make radios. And then in the 1940s they quit making radios, and they focused everything to the war effort. And time it was all said and done, they had made and sold about $5 billion worth of military equipment. And then, but in the I think they said in 1912 or something, Stewart died of a stroke. So both of the actual guys that started Stewart-Warren was gone, but the company took over. I mean, kept going, and was took over by someone else, and they just continue to make radios. And then they also was a big supporter in the Korea War. And then after the Korea War, they kind of dropped down. They back to making speed odometers and horns and different things. And they still actually make things like Green Line and stuff, productions to this day. But in the 1980s, they closed down their factory in Chicago, and they moved it overseas. And then in the 90s, the actual building in Chicago burnt to the ground. So yeah, in the 1980s, Stewart-Warren got shipped over. So that's a little bit of the history on Stewart-Warren radios that I didn't know. And if you didn't know, maybe you know now a little bit more. But looking at this radio, guys, I noticed there's a couple wires here missing. Not missing. I say they're antenna wires, but I have had some of these old sets in the 30s that need grounded still to a outside ground. So I don't know if that's the case with this one, but I need to probably do more research before I start trying to get to play. I don't know yet, but what I want to do next is we'll get the chassis out of the case, and we'll just take a look at it, and we'll see what if anybody's done anything underneath it, and just kind of we'll test just like normal, like we always do, guys. We'll test the tubes, and we'll test the coils, we'll test the transformer, the IF cans, the oscillator, and see if everything's not make sure nothing's open. So sit back, guys, and relax, and we'll just start testing this thing, see what she's got going on for her. Maybe we can get this old girl going once more. Maybe we can resurrect her, get her to play some news or maybe a couple tunes out of her speaker. So let me get things situated and we'll get started. Alright, guys, there's what she looks like out of the chassis. And we had some stuff in here. We had a safety pin. Looks like some Hershey Kisses, Hershey Kiss wraps. And a clip to something. But no knobs or nothing. So, and the screws were kind of, I'll show you what was holding. Somebody put an old wood screw in there. Kind of looks like they made a washer. Put a wood screw in it. So here's what we're looking at, guys. See right here, the tuning capacitor is, that's the weirdest, I don't know what's going on with this tuning. I don't know why this string's like it is, but the string's actually not broke. I don't know why this string's in here. I really don't. This is only a 4 tube, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought it was American all 5. It only has 4 tubes. This thing is being tight, and it's down in here. It goes down into the cam. I don't know. I'll have to look see why that string was there, but the dial string itself is, I don't know why it's not working. Well, the whole something going on with the shaft down in the bottom. It's not catching and turning. It's not turning the gears. So maybe there was a, okay, that's where that string goes. It's broke. Okay, we'll have to put a new string on it. At least this dog, the hard part's still here. So let's flip her over, guys, and take a look at what's going on underneath. And actually, it looks stock, and there's not much going on under here. Not much at all. Make sure not to poke our speaker, because it's in good shape. We'll see. Look at the front. There's the front. The speaker's still good shape. So looking at these wires, they're going to the oscillator, which is here. One of them's running up to that. And then one of them is on a ground here, which goes in the IF can. I'm definitely going to have to look up a schematic if I can find one. But I'm kind of surprised they don't have more going on underneath it. It only has 1, 2, 3, 4 capacitors, 5 capacitors. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 capacitors. And it looks like about 3 or 4 dog bone resistors, or yeah, maybe 5 dog bone resistors. It doesn't look bad in here at all. I figured I would get where the screws are going. I figured we'd get underneath here and it'd be all hacked up, but that's not the case. Looks like it has all the original capacitors. This one is a dander dry capacitor. So I don't know. What I do know, I'm going to take it outside and I'm going to dust off the let's see, the chassis number. Well, yeah, chassis number is 9151. Stewart-Warren 9151. Made in the United States of America. It has let's see what, Kenrad tubes. Look like they're all matching, even this little metal one. So let me take it outside, guys. I'm going to get the air compressor and blow the dust off of it so I can quit sneezing or feeling like I want to sneeze all the time. Then we'll check the tubes. Alright, guys, I got it cleaned up a little bit better. I got all that dust blow off. I was very careful not to blow up the wires or blow the speaker too much. So I've got to place an order for some capacitors so we can really do these videos like we should be able to do them, because all these radios that we work on here in Redneck Ways really need all recapped. But I think what I'm going to do, after we test everything and everything's a go, everything looks good, I think I may bring it up slow on the Variac, guys, and just see what it does. Because I do believe one of them wires is antenna wire and one is a ground over here to your right, or left, I should say. So that's what we're going to get ready to do. We'll just clean her up, test her like I was saying a second ago, and we may try to fire it up. Alrighty, got the old tube tester out. Let's test this baby. I noticed, look how bad the power wire is, which we could probably have to put a new one on, or I could shorten this one way up and test it. That's probably what I'll do. I'll get rid of all the bad part and move the plug up here closer. I'm going to go ahead and snip it off so it's out of my way, because it needs cut anyway. And I'm going to cut it about right here. That's enough room to test it and everything, because it will need a new cord once it gets totally, if it ever gets totally redone. I kind of blew a little bit of this tag when I was using the air compressor. Try to get that back up. It's like a thin piece of aluminum. There we go. Got that back. Cut off some of that cord. We'll keep this part too. And we'll just add that to the up here. And we'll put that there. That should work. Get rid of this. All this has got chips and cuts and frayed. There's a bad place in it. Get rid of that. So let's check this first one. And these cleaned. It is a 4G. She looks pretty grummy. Let's see if we can clean it up a little bit. See if we can get it looking a little bit better. This is actually a different one than the rest of them. Man, she was filthy. Just sitting for years, you know, collecting dust. 4G. I need to write that on because every time I clean, some of these ain't etched in, and if you barely go over it, it will take it off. We'll write 4G here. Alright. I'll get my gold marker here in a little while and put that in where we can see it good. I kind of wrote it in for right now so I won't forget. So let's test this one. This is a 5-pin. And I don't think my tester, I don't think I can plug in a 5-pin here. Let's see. Maybe. Yep, it's good. It's a 5-pin tube. And it's still filthy here on the top. It's got like a haze on it. Alright, that one's good. Even though I blew that off, it's still got an inch of dirt on the chassis. That one's good. And that was a Aptitors. It's got a weird name. Put that back in. Let's grab this one. Well, okay, it's a 5 tube. I keep forgetting when they got these metal cans. I forget their tubes also. So it is American off 5. It's one of Kenrad's. Let's clean it off a little bit. And let me see if I can find the... See what it is. It's here, but... Yeah. They're so dirty. Let me go get my marker, guys. This is a 6KC. Let me go get my gold marker so I can write these down. Because I have a feeling none of them's etched in. Alrighty. Let's see. What did we say that was? Oh. A 6K. A 6KCG. 6K. It's either a G or a C. Yep. 6G is what I'm going with. Oh, I wrote it right there. That way, because I know it's going to get wiped off. And then we'll fix this one too. Which I don't think I got all the letters on this one. It's just a 4G. And I'm pretty sure it's probably missing a number, but maybe that's enough to get it looked up. Which I didn't. I checked before I cleaned it. It just wasn't there. It was already gone. So we got that wrote in. Let's clean her up. And my marker came off. Gotta write that down before I forget. 6K Hopefully it's still here because I can't remember already. A 6K, I swear, I don't know if that's a G or a 6. Okay, it's a 6. A 6K 6 G. Whew, give me a lot of problem, guys. Now we can write it on there. Alright, let's try that one more time. Like 6. Okay, 6 G. Man, that was, I made that a lot harder than what it should have been, didn't I? 6K 6G, alrighty. And that was a, looked like a 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pin. Oh, we didn't check it, did we? Daggone. And it is good. Let's check this metal one. This one, this is engraved. You can see this. It's 6K7, made in the USA. They've got it nice and engraved. That's a good thing, I guess, about metal. You can engrave them easier. It's also a Kenrad. And it is good. It is good. Alright, this one, you actually can see it is a 6A8G. 6A8G. Give it a nice little clean. See, that one stayed on, 6A8. So I guess that's engraved in it. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Let's test it. And she's good. We have one more to test here. And this one, I don't see no markings. I guess the numbers already been gone on it, guys. May get lucky if we find a schematic. Maybe the schematic will tell. Because it's not on the tube. It's been long gone, looks like. Let's test it. And she's good. So all 5 tubes are good in this 1930 set. Which that transformer probably helps a lot. Which we need to check and make sure the capacitor for the line voltage, need to check on that, see what that looks like. So let's get our multimeter down, guys, and start poking around here and seeing what we got. Let's check that speaker first. Speaker coil. Get on the right. Get on the right. Alright, we're good on that. If I can get it on the right one. So she's good. So that's not open. Let's check our oscillator. If I can find a place to. I just saw it read. Sometimes you just got to move your leads around. Did it? It's good. I just saw it come on. There she is. So our oscillator is good. Oscillator is good on it. Let's check the transformer if we can here. Goes here. And it looks like it's good. Also, like I got wires hooked up backwards. Yeah, she's good. Yeah, transformer's doing good. That's good deal, good deal, good deal. We need to check the IF can. Which is right here. Right here. And then the ground over here. And she's good. Good deal. Everything checks out. So, guys, I don't know we should put it on the variac. I guess we go ahead and fix this. Let's go ahead and fix this cord, and we'll think about it. See if we want to fire it up. These got some old dry caps in them, and I know they're going to be shot. And that's another thing. What we need to check is our line. See, this really needs a fuse in line. And I need to put one of those in. I had one laying around here, and I don't know where it went. I made it just especially for this, for testing. Let me look around, guys. I don't know where that fuse went. I sure don't. Well, kind of stinks. I think we'll be alright as long as we got it on the variac. So we're going to get this plug fixed. And I'll put it on the variac. I think we'll do that. And I'll just bring it up real slow. I'll start out like 10 volts. And just let it sit here for a while, guys. And we'll hook it up. And we'll see there at the end and see what she does. I am really concerned about these capacitors. I need to place an order. I need to place an order and get a bunch of, because this is our third radio that needs capacitors. I have some orange drops, but I really don't want to use those for this, where this is a resurrection radio. So I'm just going to use these little tie nuts here, since I'm going to be putting a new cord on anyway in the future. We'll just put a couple of those on it. Because this cord is dry. You can feel the dryness, and it can just break at any time. I can hear some of the wires snapping when I tighten it down. So we'll use that for right now, guys. And like I said, that's just a temporarily fix. So I'm going to put it on the variac, guys. Another set here, like a big pot of stew, and let it cook. And we'll see what comes out of it. Now, I know we got a safety pin now. I always can use a safety pin. Alright. Set that down there at the bottom. Let's flip this baby over. Plug her in. Plug it into the variac. Cord's all wrapped around here. Always got to check, make sure no wires are touching on my variac. Alright, we're good. Plug it in. And let's crank her up to 10 volts. 15. Let's start 15. 15 volts. She's on. One thing I didn't check was the little bulb for the lamp. But we'll find out once we get to about 25-30 volts. That should come on. So One good thing, no, I don't see anything happening on the dim light bulb. So I'll let her sit here and cook, guys, for a while. So throughout the day, I'll gradually turn it up. Because where these capacitors are so horrible and old, I just want to just see if we can get them built back up. Get them recharged. So, alrighty. I'll see y'all here in a little while. Okay, guys, I'm back. She's still... I got it up on 30 volts. I'm just letting it sit here and do everything. I got checking the bulb because it didn't come on. Because I kind of, after about an hour, I pushed it on up to about 60. And a couple of the filaments did come on. I couldn't tell with the sunlight and everything. All of them came on, but the light bulb didn't come on. So I pulled it out and did a little continuity test here. Let's see, get it to stay here. And of course, it ain't wanting to stay. But anyway, she's blown. So I want to see if we can find another one. I looked on here. I can't find a number. I don't know what this takes. I know the last radio we worked on, it was a 74. But I don't know. I have a few bulbs here which I've been using. I hate it because this is all I have right now, and this is from another person which is no longer here with us no more, but this was his stockpile, and I hate using any of them out of here. Here's an old LED, guys, that he had made up. This has had to be back in the 60s. He's got these little brass clips, and got him a old resistor. But that's an oldie. Pretty old. I didn't know LEDs were as old as they are. But I have a few here. I have this one. And it doesn't say what it is either. Let me get my magnifying glass. So I don't know. I don't want to put one in it's like 6 volts, and I put this in. This is a higher voltage, you know what I mean, and blow the bulb. So I don't know what to do about that, because a lot of these just aren't marked. This one looks like it does have. This one is a 51 NE51. Oops. The one I took out, there's no reading. If there were, it's done gone by now. Okay, it's a 47. There it is. It's a 47.3. Finally found it. So it's a 47. That's a pretty common bulb, ain't it? This one is a 51. So that probably won't work. Let's look through it, see what we got here. We need a 47. 47. Let's see what this one is. This is a 44. Can you mix a 44 with a 47? Probably not. So, let me go through. I don't know what I'm going to do about a bulb. I have a bunch of these little round ones. That's a 51. Could try 51. Let's just see what it does. it didn't come on. I don't know if it don't have enough juice. No, it did not come on. So that one's not going to work. Put it back on 30 volts. Let me test it. So that's basically what I'm doing, guys. I'm just trying to find us a pilot lot. I think this radio still work with it being blown. It's a good bulb. It just won't work in this. Let's try this one. We'll go ahead and try this one while you guys are watching, because it didn't seem to hurt that one. Let's make sure it's good. Well, it might not be good. I don't even think that bulb's good in that. That's the first one I found that wasn't good. Let's test that other one. We got one more kind of like, and the rest of them are just roundies. We have this one, which is the, there it is. Let's see if this one will work. Let's turn up the voltage. Now that's a good bulb. I don't know why it's not coming on. It should be coming on. Unless it's not the right watts. So let me look around and see if I can find a 47. That was, what did we say that one was? That was a 44. Let me test it, make sure I didn't blow it. Okay, it's still good. So I'm just going to kind of poke around here, guys, see if I can find us a pilot lot. Alright, guys. Oh, after I was checking some bulbs and everything, it dawned on me to check the voltage on the actual plug, you know, where the bulb goes. And what I have found, guys, I don't have any voltages. This wire right here, that hooks to the lamp, and it comes over and it hooks to the ground on our first tube. There's a little tab off the side, not on the pin of the tube, but just on that socket. There's a ground, and then from that ground, I guess it's a ground.
I got this wasp and hornet spray. I'll just set it on.
All right, guys, I'm back. Dad, I got a hornet nest. They're building inside of on my boat on the trailer where the hitch is. They went up in that tube and got them a good sized nest. He brought me over some hornet spray. I'll spray here in the wall, kill them out. But anyway, what I was saying, guys, here's the line. It comes into this pin socket. I think it's a ground. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's going to positive, but it's not on the actual tube pin. It's on the socket, but not on the pin. I don't know how good you can see. It's kind of up in there. Then it loops around down here to this. It hooks. See, this is more of a. You can see what I'm talking about. See, it's not hooked to the actual tube pin. It's over here on the socket. So I don't know if that's ground or positive. And then, of course, it runs from there. It goes on down here behind this capacitor that I can't see. But long story short, we have no power on that at all. And if maybe it's the capacitor failing. I don't know. I'll have to look and see if this runs on DC. I know with this being a transformer set, it's not turning AC into DC. But maybe on that little lamp, those are DC bulbs, so it would have to turn those to DC voltage. So maybe one of these caps are so bad it's not letting it work. That could be a possibility. Or it could be a possibility of when the coil or one of the coils on the transformer is bad. But we'll stick it. I'll show you guys. I'll put the voltmeter here. See, we should be getting the what is it? I think those are 6 volts. So we're not getting anything. We're getting nada. Now here we're getting 76 volts. And we're only at 30 volts on the Variac. So that's quite a bit of voltage it's generating. And then here, oops, 71. We don't have any voltages on pin 4. There's no voltages up here either on these 3 pins, which I find strange. We should have 7 volts on the filaments. But we don't have any. We have 75. There's none there. 72. 73. I'm not seeing our filament voltage. It's the 75 down here on this pin. 75. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's 68 coming off the other side of that capacitor down here where I think that lamp runs. There's the non-voltage. So here's the filament voltage, guys, coming in here on this pin tube. And then it comes through this capacitor. And on the other side of this capacitor, we're running at 68 volts. I don't know if that's supposed to be 6 volts or what. So I'm going to have to get the schematic for this girl and see what's going on. But I thought for the sake of the video, we'll at least crank her on up to about 90 volts and see if she does anything, which I doubt she will. And now the oscillator, it is getting the oscillator here. And on the other side, we're getting juice. But these caps, I believe, there's something going on. There's something going on somewhere. So it's going to take some more figuring out, guys. So let's flip her down. I got one of these wires I have running to earth ground. And then we got our regular antenna. She's on. Let me shut this door because I got to check these tubes, see if all the filaments come on. Alright guys, let's crank her on up and we'll see if these filaments come on. Alright, we're doing good so far. That dim light bulb ain't on. We've got 1, 2, 3 filaments. And 5 filaments are on. We've got a hum. Got no signal. Let me play around with a little bit here, guys, see if we can pick up anything. Alright, guys, I'm back. We're just getting a hum. All the filaments are working. I don't know. It's in this tube here. When I wiggle it, the one that was a tin can, I wiggled it a second ago. I got a few birdies. But I could hit. I don't get any amplification here. You get a little static when I turn it up and down. So, I say when we figure out why the light ain't coming on, we'll figure out why it's not playing. But the speaker works. Hook this back over where it goes. So, I mean, it's got a few things going for it. There's just something ain't right. So, I want to change a few components here this week, and we'll figure it out. We'll turn it down, turn her off. She don't need to be playing no more than what she already has. But that tube tested good, but that don't mean it's good. You know what I mean? So maybe I can looking around see if I got any more of these 6K7s. That's the one. That's the receiving tube, I believe. So it could be possibly bad. I'll look around see if we got any more of these. I think I do. I think I do. She got warm. But we'll go from there, guys. And I'll keep you all posted. But I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. And I hope everybody's going to have a great week coming up. And you guys stay safe and stay well. And until next time, guys, I'll see you right here, Redneck Ways. Bye, guys.